I just love following Scott because there's nothing I can say that'll make me look bad after he gets off the stage, man. It's just impossible. By the way, the whole necrophilia thing is why they came out with KY warming jelly. 3 days dead, feels like she still has a pulse.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, I am following Scott, so I mean, what kind of segue could I possibly have besides bad and disgusting? I really just got out of rehearsal, so I didn't have too much planned. I was hoping I'd have a few minutes to write something down here, but I guess not. It's interesting, I am in a play called Angels in America. When I tried out for it, I had absolutely no idea what it was. It is being listed on the event site as the Gay Fantasia. That's interesting. That's information I could have used 5 weeks ago. But I think I might be possibly playing the only heterosexual character in the play, or the only completely heterosexual character in the play. The thing is, I'm playing more than one character. So I think I get to play a gay politician who wants to be Ronald Reagan also. That should be interesting. I can't imagine a gay Ronnie Reagan. Can anyone here imagine a gay Ronald Reagan?
Wasn't he?
He's dead.
I don't think he was. Well, that just brings us back to necrophilia. It doesn't. It's just homosexual necrophilia instead. Well, is it any more wrong than heterosexual necrophilia? Oh, okay. So it's kind of like the whole marriage issue then.
In the Bible, it says if you're going to do...
Gay people shouldn't be fucking corpses, but straight people can?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. I'm glad that you're so PC. He's got his finger on the pulse here. Thinking about something, we discussed this at the last open mic. You were asking me what I had against hipsters.
Yeah.
I have figured it out. I've figured out what specifically annoys me about hipsters. Okay, it's the same thing that annoys me about my grandparents. Because they're always sitting around talking about how shit used to be better. Oh my God, everything was better 34 years ago when I was a police officer. The crime wasn't so bad. Compare that to, oh my God, you know, their last 5 albums suck. I liked them better before they were popular. Really, hipsters are just 85-year-old fucking grandparents in 22-year-old bodies. That's what pisses me off. They're chronologically challenged is what they are. They are like the slick, smooth, 22-year-old version of your great Uncle Bertie, who's always sitting around telling you how he had to walk uphill both ways in a snowstorm to get to school, and if he wanted a desk, he had to cut down a fucking tree and whittle it himself on the way. I mean, that's what hipsters are. I'm sorry, man. The fact that they took the punk rock fashions that I grew up with and just metroed the shit out of them kind of bothers me too. I mean, basically, they took my entire childhood and just gated the fuck up. You know, they looked at an outfit and they said, I think this would be better if we wore it 2.5 sizes too small, and added a lot of pink. I mean, no, rhinestones were always there, dude. I'm sorry about it. Punkers wore rhinestones, my friend. You got that one wrong. They did. But, you know, pink just wasn't punk until we hit like 1995, maybe. And hipsters, they turned around and just took my entire childhood and dented it. And they're not the only ones, actually. Dr. Phil recently did that, too. Dr. Phil just put a big old irreparable dent in my childhood when he had Kermit the Frog come on his TV show and ask for relationship advice on how to get back with Miss Piggy. That just, you know, irrevocably damaged a piece of my childhood that I just used to hold near and dear. And it hurt so much that I had to go online, find it on his website, hack it, and change the verbiage, and then take a screenshot of it. Basically, it's Dr. Phil talking to Kermit the Frog, and Kermit the Frog saying that, you know, the first couple sentences is the same. You know, Kermit the Frog saying that he just wants to talk to Dr. Phil about trying to rekindle that spark with Miss Piggy, and it just doesn't seem to be working. And, you know, he turns around and talks about how he tried to give it to her needs, but the barbecue sauce kind of became a bit of a fetish. And, you know, it got a little demented and strange when she started screaming things in bed like jam that ham and pull that pork, bitch. And, you know, then he ends off with telling Dr. Phil that it ain't easy being clean. But Yeah, that was only up there for about 10 minutes before it got taken down, but I got a picture. So anybody who'd like to see that, just go ahead and send me your email address, and I'll forward it to you, I promise. It was a little gem. It made my probably entire week that week. I was giggling about that one for a while. But I don't know, this generation on a whole just bothers the shit out of me, because we take things, good things, and then we take them too far, and we ruin them. Hipsters took the punk scene and gave it the hell up. They're even like ruining fetishes these days, which I didn't think was possible. I didn't think you could take a fetish and make it even more fetishy to the point where it just sucked. But for instance, the whole food fetish. Everybody's aware there's always been kind of an erotic link between food and sex, right? I mean, like, there's a billion things you can do with a can of whipped cream and strawberries that just makes your weekend more fun. Chocolate sauce has endless applications. There's erotic feeding. This fetish never bothered me before, but this generation had to take it too far and ruin it. Now there's a book out there called Natural Harvest Cooking with Cum. Okay. Now, I just gotta say this. I don't care how long I've been dating a girl. I don't care how much I love her. If she ever tries to feed me a cum cookie, it's over. It's that simple. Most of these recipes are baking recipes. So you might get more than chocolate in the chocolate cake. You might get more than you bargained for. But I would say, especially if she tries to feed it to me without me knowing, it's definitely over. Because then I have a reason to dump the cheating bitch. Because if she didn't get the cum from me, where the hell did she get it from? It's not like they sell that shit on aisle 5 next to the Crisco at Kroger. I mean, it's not exactly a staple grocery supply. And my second reason for saying we've taken this fetish too far, taken it way too far, like into Paula Deen hell, there is now a product out there called bacon lube. Okay, water-based lubricants, no longer the thing, I guess. Now we have bacon lube. It is a bacon-based sexual lubricant for those folks who just can't get enough bacon. And the reason why I hate this product is because it automatically made me think of the Bacon Strips commercial. Does anybody remember that, where the dog's running around the kitchen going, bacon, bacon, I smell bacon. Only one thing smells like bacon, and that's bacon! Only I'm imagining this commercial with a woman instead of a dog, and she's wearing a collar, and she's running around going, bacon, 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 I smell bacon. Then she sticks her head in my crotch and goes, it's bacon! And then she gives me head. And I'm sorry, it's my fantasy, don't ruin it. But, you know, and then the voiceover announcer comes on at the end and says, Bacon Strips, bitches won't even know it's not bacon.